Hey you guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, or welcome if you're new here. Today is going to be all about books, so if you don't like books, this might not be the video for you. Also want to apologize for the messy background. I will be redoing my office. I've talked about it in vlogs, it just hasn't happened yet, but I do have the paint color picked out that I want, so we're one step closer. Honestly, this should have been painted by now, and I just haven't done it because life has been a little busy, and that's okay. We will get to it. Hopefully by the end of August, we will have a fully transformed office space, which is exciting, which is actually going to be a library, not an office space. I'm going to make the back room in our house an office space, and then this is going to be my library, which I'm so excited about. Anyway, today's video is going to be all the books that I read in the month of July, plus all the books I'm planning on reading in the month of August. And spoiler alert, I've added way too many on my list, and I probably won't finish them all. But hey, what is life if you don't have, you know, this insane TBR list for the month that is totally impossible? You gotta dream big and then fail every time. No, I'm just kidding. But it is a really insane list, so we will see if I actually get all these books read. And I don't even think I have all of them because I'm pretty sure there's gonna be some added throughout the month because that's what we do. So let's just get into it and talk about the books that I read in the month of July. So I read a total of 9 books in the month of July. 2 of them were like self-help based on a topic that I'm currently dealing with, and I don't want to say too much about it, so I'll just leave it at that. But there were 2 self-help books that I did read that I'm not gonna go into and talk to you guys about. I started off the month by finishing The Ghostwriter by Julia Clark. This book was so good. I loved it. I just loved it. Honestly, I would say it's very similar to The Only One Left by Riley Sager in the fact that there was this situation that happened and one of the siblings got blamed for it, and you have to figure out if that actually happened. And like with any thriller, there was a big twist that happened, and it was crazy, and it was so good, but it was also kind of heartbreaking to read about, but still so good. If you've read it, let me know your thoughts. But this one was the first book that I finished in the month of July. So I have started the Throne of Glass series. I'm currently in the middle of the series, and this month I picked up the second book, which is Crown of Midnight. I will be reading Assassin's Blade after this one. I know there's so many issues with the reading order and people get really mad about it, but honestly, you just need to pick the reading order that feels right to you or that you want to read, and whatever. If people aren't happy with that, it's whatever. But this is the way that I've chosen to read, the order I've chosen to read it in. So I listened to and / read Crown of Midnight. So I got the audiobook from my library and I kind of followed along, or I would listen when I was cleaning or whatever. And this one actually was so much better than Throne of Glass in my opinion. Throne of Glass felt really slow, but this kind of starts to pick up the story a little bit, and I'm actually excited to continue because after Throne of Glass, I was a little iffy if I was gonna continue or not because it wasn't bad, but it was just kind of slow, and I was like, I don't understand why people like this more than ACOTAR. I'm starting to kind of see that with this one. This one was still a little bit slower paced, but I have heard that once you get through like these books, it starts to really pick up and get good. So I'm excited to continue the series. So the last one, At the Wedding by Jason Rekulak, I think is how you say his name. This book was crazy. This book was crazy. There were so many people in this book that I was like, you're terrible. You're absolutely terrible. But I could not figure out what was going on because everybody was just so terrible. It was one of those books where you're just like, I don't even know who to pin this on because everybody sucks. But like in a good way. I was having fun with this. I was enjoying this book. But I also was just like, man, these characters are kind of terrible. And I don't know who's guilty here because they're all kind of terrible. I enjoyed this book so much. And the twist I didn't see coming. It was great. I loved it. I also read My Friends by Frederick Bachman, and when I tell you guys, so I would recommend listening to this on audio because this is a little bit slower. The writing style is a little bit harder to get into in my opinion, but the actual story that this tells you guys, when I tell you, I normally don't annotate books, I don't highlight, I don't underline, and I didn't do it in this book, but I kind of regret it because there were so many quotes that just, I was like, I feel seen. I feel seen in this book. I feel understood. I think everybody can take something from this book, honestly. It just deals with a lot of themes of friendship, loyalty, family, trauma, life, death, grief. It's all in here, and it's like devastatingly beautiful, if that makes sense. And I'm still thinking about this book, you guys. and the quotes, like there's a quote in here, and I'm not going to quote it perfectly, but it's basically this person was like, I'm not upset that this person died. I'm upset that I'm alive and have to live in a world where this person is gone or this person is dead. I can't remember the exact quote. I felt that. I felt that deeply to my core. This book was so good, so worth taking the time and listening to it. I loved it. I know not everybody loved it. It's not everybody's cup of tea, but this book just really spoke to me on like a deeper level. I also listened to The X-Vows on Audible. This book was okay. I didn't really connect with the characters. I kind of found them annoying, to be honest, and I believe I gave this book 3 stars. It wasn't terrible, and it might be something that like maybe next year I pick up and actually physically read, because sometimes the audiobook, depending on the person reading it, can really make or break the experience, and I just kind of think that maybe that is what happened and maybe I should give it another chance. But listening to it, I was just kind of like, okay, 3 stars, whatever. I read Dust Storm for a book club, and let me tell you, this book was not really my vibe. I believe I gave it 3 stars. It was fine. I just didn't really connect with the characters, and I didn't feel that chemistry and that spark between them really. And the female main character really irritated me. I'm not gonna lie, really irritated me, and it just didn't seem believable. Maybe that was just me. I was also reading it while we were in Las Vegas, and there was a lot of stuff going on around me, so maybe I just didn't fully get to absorb everything in the book. But it wasn't terrible, but it wasn't like, I might continue the series because it is a series. But I don't know, like the female main character really irritated me. So I don't know. It's hard when you don't connect with the characters. You're like, this is not going the way I thought it would. It was a quick and easy read. I read it in like 2 days. So there's that. And then the last book that I finished in the month of July was The Paradise Problem by Christina Lauren. I have had this on my TBR for so long, and for some reason I just never got around to reading it, and I felt like it was a summer read, so I had to read it in the summer. Finally picked it up, finally read it. You guys, I need this to be a movie. I'm not even trying to be dramatic. I need this to be a movie. I loved this book so much. If you love fake dating, fake marriage trope, this is a good one. This is good. I gave this 5 stars. I had so much fun with it. I loved the characters. I loved watching their relationship grow. I just loved it all. I loved it all. So I definitely need that to be a movie, and I will for sure be going to see it on the big screen when it arrives, eating my popcorn, loving life. I'm also gonna make James come with me, because why not? I mean, I got married, so I had somebody to drag to these cheesy romance movies with me, obviously. So now let's chat about my way overdone TBR for August, because I have a problem and I just want to read all the books, but like, I don't know that that's actually possible sometimes. So we're going to talk about it. I am part of 4 different book clubs, and I actually am not reading one of the book club books. So I still have too many books to read on my plate, but it's fine. So first up, I'm going to talk about The Assassin's Blade. I should be getting the audio version from this from my library within the next couple of days. So I'm just going to continue on the series and finally get to Assassin's Blade. So I'm excited for that because I feel like I'm starting to enjoy the series a little bit more, like I said, so I'm ready to just dive into this. I'm gonna pick up all of the Carly Fortune books. I actually just purchased these 3 because I only had this one, and I want to do a little reading vlog on this and see if I can read all of these within a week. So like reading summer books for a week, but it's all Carly Fortune books. I've heard nothing but great things about these books. I actually purchased this last year, and my plan was to read all of these last year, because this one just came out this year. But my plan was to read them all last summer because they're summer books, and I didn't get to them. So now it's like crunch time because we're in August, and if we're gonna read summer books, it's gotta be like right now, you know? So my plan is to read all 4 of these within like a week. Next up, I have These Summer Storms, and this is the book club pick for Delaney Smith's book club on her Patreon. So I will be reading this. I already had it because I got it in my book of the month last month, I think. So I was already planning on reading this. This just speeds up the process because it's obviously for book club, so I got to do it now. So those are all the copies that I own, but then we have to go deeper, you guys, because apparently that's not enough for my TBR for the month. So we have Accomplice to the Villain, which is the third in the Assistant to the Villain series. So I've been looking forward to that all year. So I will be picking that up. I believe it comes out on Tuesday. So I will be picking that up and reading that. Then I also ordered The Wedding People because I heard that it was maybe the book club for September, so I wanted to get a head start. So I ordered that, and hopefully we will get to it before August ends. We have Shield of Sparrows, which is another book club pick. Also, there's another book club that hasn't announced their pick yet, so there's probably another book to add to the list of books to read. And then finally, I want to read Not in Love and Problematic Summer Romance by Ali Hazelwood. I'm really trying to read all of the summer books, obviously. And so there's a lot that I have on my list that I'm like, I don't want to wait until next year. And I know you can read a book at any time, but obviously it helps when it's like that season, you know, you feel, I don't know, it's like a weird thing, right? Like you feel more connected to it maybe, I don't know. So yeah, those are all the books that I'm going to read in the month of August. And I think that was like a total of 11, but then I have the other book club book, which would make 12. You guys, can I do it? I mean, I did read 13 books in the month of June, so I know it's possible, but it's just a lot. It's a lot. So anyway, those are all the books that I read in the month of July and that I'm planning on reading in the month of August. Let me know what you have on your TBR. What did you read in July? Let me know. Yeah, that's my list. Pretty crazy. Wish me luck. Hopefully we can get through some of these because I'm very excited. I was in a bit of a reading slump in July, so that's also why I only got 9 books accomplished. So maybe 12 is doable. Send help. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.